Oh my god. Okay, you can shoot this. Oh, Lord. Shot. Bang! Nice! Katrina, you gotta be flipping on the kickoffs. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing your replays. And by that, I mean I'm gonna be reviewing my Twitch chats replay. If you guys didn't know, I do replay reviews for tier 3 subscribers in my Twitch channel. So if you guys wanna get your replay featured and reviewed in a YouTube video, make sure to come by the Twitch channel, drop a tier 3 sub. You also get your name on the board right here. It's a lot of just learning and teaching you guys how to be better at the game and kind of pointing out a bunch of small mistakes that you might not think about. As an SSL with 7,000 hours, I can recognize all these mistakes and hopefully you guys will learn a thing or two and maybe just improve your game in general. But we'll get right into the video. Starting off just with the kickoff. See how you kind of flip to the left here and you end up on this side of the ball like as soon as you land, right? You're approaching this ball like this. The only way this kickoff works out for you is if he does the same thing, okay? So try to make sure you're going through the center of the ball, pushing it towards the other net, all right? Bad kickoff? Well, yeah, clearly. No, I'm kidding. That's just my first tip. All right, you're using a little bit of a boost here unnecessarily, right? You hit the brakes here, and then you immediately just start using boost again. You missed that pad, right? So you want to be following, make sure you're following the boost pad lines, right? Like right here, if you want to use boost to get a little bit closer to the play, that's fine. But make sure you boost over this pad, and then you boost over that pad that you're passing right now, and you boost over that pad. All right, because then you'd be at full boost. Now you're still at a decent amount of boost, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But like, for example, right here, having 100 boost compared to having 85 boost makes all the difference in the world. You know, if you can accelerate this ball towards the wall while using like 20 boost, you're gonna beat the guy that's about to challenge here. And then you'll still have 80 boost to go for an aerial. As it is though, you kind of have to conserve boost here. You let this guy challenge, and then now you only have 60 boost. So even if you were to go up in the air with it, you have a lot less threatening of a play compared to if you had 100. All right. Again, this is another like situation where you just like use boost for no reason. This is what I call boost leaking. Basically like right here, you don't need to be boosting right there. Okay, you could be on 100 right here, and then you just boost a little bit again. You know what I mean? You don't need to be using that boost. You know, so now you're at 74 when you could be at 100. That's a good challenge though. Again, using boost to get down here, kind of pointless. You know, I don't even mind. This is a very minor thing, but this boost like. Right here, after you hit the ball, stop boosting immediately. And then you also don't have to boost to get down, right? You're gonna take a long time to recover anyways, so might as well just save the boost for when you're actually on the ground. Boosting to get down to the ground a little bit faster isn't gonna impact you as much as saving the boost to use when you're actually on the ground. That's a good challenge though. I mean, that's fine. The good thing about this challenge is that even though you're challenging on their half, you know, you're flipping in a way that you're still gonna be moving backwards with a lot of momentum. So, excuse me, it's not really that bad of an idea to go for a challenge here. This is good. You're saving boost. Teammate probably should have let you take that ball, but he didn't, and it's good on you to recognize that he wasn't. All right, so just wait on this. All right, just stay on the ball here, make him nervous. Oh my God, okay, you can shoot this. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Okay, bro, you either gotta shoot this or let your teammate shoot it. If you're gonna jump for this, like, you gotta just go and you gotta, you know what I mean? I think you were missing this. Even if your teammate wasn't there, I think you were missing this. So just like, make sure your shooting's a little bit more solid there. And that's more of a mechanical thing, but all right. Again, this is another example of just like boost leaking, right? You have 50 boost right here, all right? Let's analyze where you use the boost. Use it a little bit to accelerate, that's fine. Turn away from the boost pads and you use more boost and you flip back. You used 40 boost to get from that boost pad on the left side of the screen to this boost pad. And now you have 28 boost. You get this boost pad, you got 40, and guess what? You used another 15. You know what I mean? Like, for nothing too, because you immediately hit the brakes. So try to focus on really conserving your momentum and using your momentum to carry you through a play rather than boosting, braking, boosting, braking, boosting, braking, you know? This is fine. Go back for the big boost. That's good. All right. You can collect this. Nice. Nice. Fake. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's a good play. That's a good play right there. I mean, I think it would have been a little bit better if you were able to get this ball on top of your car right here. But either way, like having the fake and, you know, if it works, if it gets past him, I'm not going to have any problems with it. That's fine. Normally, I recommend cheating up on the kickoffs. But a lot of people aren't comfortable doing that, but I would always recommend cheating up on kickoffs. It's something that takes a little bit of getting used to, but you're gonna recognize how much it helps you once you really start doing it. Nice. Oh, brutal, brutal. That's all right though. I mean, you can be there a little bit faster, and also you just went a little bit too high here. So recognize, this is just an instance of you taking a bad 50, to be honest. Because you get to the ball at the same time as Barry Ochoa does, right? You're getting to the ball at the same time, but you just rush and you go way too high. And that's why the ball's able to go under you and not towards the net. It was a good 50 from him as well, but oh, he took your boost. What a rat. Careful of the demo there. Again, this, like, you're just using your boost for no reason here. You know, you have 23 boosts here. You missed that pad, and then you just use 12 boosts just to get up to one more pad. You know what I mean? It's just, it's very, like, pointless. I swear, if you just, like, fix this aspect of your game mode, you're gonna become, like, your brain's just gonna expand. Dude, I'm telling you. Your brain, like, your skull might actually start to hurt because of how much your brain's expanding after just not using boost. It's so crazy. That's a good demo, though. Yeah, get some boost here. Hopefully don't waste it all. That's fine. Like, this boost usage right here, okay? That's fine, because you're going over another pad, so you're staying at 100. But the boost usage that you don't want to do is boost usage where it doesn't really get you in a better spot, and you're not even getting pads to, like, complement it or whatever. Nice, that's a good shot. That's a good play right there. Just, as soon as you realize that your teammate's getting demoed, you speed up the ball, because you know that you're going to be in a 1v1, and if you give them time to recover, then, you know, you're going to be in a 1v2 situation where you have to score. So it's good to speed up the play there and keep it in a 1v1 situation. All right, fake this. Nice. Get a flick. Nope. All good. Good patience here. I like this. You don't have to be anywhere else, right? So you turn because you know he's hitting the ball that way, right? And then thankfully you avoid the demo because that could have been pretty bad. And then as soon as he gets the 50 on it, you're turning back into the play because you know that he has possession, so you're going to follow up his touch. And then as soon as the ball gets over here, it's brutal. That is a rough one right there, man. Just tap the brakes before you go up for the ball. That's all good. You just kind of took off a little bit too hot. Hit it back, maybe? That's all good. I mean, I would just say to be careful here. You're in a 2v1 situation. The only objective for you here should be to buy time for your teammate. Okay, so, I mean, going for the challenge here, like, I would honestly just recommend faking this and turning around. Because this Barry Ochoa guy, he's gonna hit the ball away, right? They're not gonna be controlling it or whatever. So if you just fake the challenge and turn away, look, the ball gets hit into the corner, and you're just gonna be right there. So you'll be able to either get the boost, you know, get the ball, but now they get the boost, and so they have a little bit more pressure, you know? I think, yeah, your teammate gets beat there. Luckily, you put yourself in a really good spot to read the hit off the wall, so that was good. But either way, you should be, like, as second man, if you're ever in a 1v1 or a 1v2 situation, you should try to challenge as late as possible unless you get a clear opportunity to challenge the ball. Like, if you can dust them, go for it, right? But if you don't get that clear opportunity to challenge the ball, don't go for it. Because you want to buy your teammate time to get back. It's fine, that's a good touch out to the side. I actually like that. I like that a lot. You know, don't give him time and space in the air. Even though you didn't have a lot of boost, you can go off the ceiling and use your flip to hit it away from them. Even though the ball is still getting hit backwards, it's getting hit in a lot safer of a spot than if they were able to hit it again. So that was good. That's a good hit off the wall. I would say just, like, this is a small thing, but if you can get a double tap here, that's phenomenal. Or just shoot it. I mean, he's going for the corner boost, so it's an open net. Like, you can just shoot this. It's in. Or you can go for a double tap. Either way, but that's fine. Just use a little bit of boost to recover here. Nice, good use of pads. Again, like, I mean, this is a very small thing. You'll start to notice it. Now that I pointed it out, you're gonna start to notice it when you play the game. Why are you using 16 boost there? You know what I mean? There's no point. There's no point, man. I would always say it's smarter in Rocket League to approach the play slower and then have to use boost to speed yourself up rather than using boost to get to the play and then having to slow down. I started to notice my boost pad issue after replay. Yeah. That's just an open net. I mean, you put yourself in a good spot here. You turned a little bit too early. Like, you can literally, you just don't have to jump this early, I think. If you just keep boosting and you get around the ball, or even if you just turn wider, you know, like, if you turn wider, you're still gonna have a straight on angle at the net, so you don't even have to hit it sideways. So that's what happened there. That could have been a goal probably if you just shot the ball a little bit harder. If you front flipped into it. Nice. Good win. Good air dribble. Again, you're up 2 goals here. All you really have to do is stall out time. But yeah, good of you to get back for your teammate here. I would say you probably could have sat a little bit farther near post. You didn't have to pre-jump this like you did. I mean, you still did a good job to react to it, but you probably didn't have to pre-jump that. And then when the ball goes out like that, you just get a nice air dribble, force him to 50 it off of you. That's good. Take some full boost. Not really much else. You don't have to make any sort of crazy plays here or anything. You know, it's 0 seconds. You got 2 goals up. So I would say overall, like the easiest thing for you to fix is going to be your boost management, because you just leak so much boost for no reason. And so if you can fix that, you're just going to become like a more impactful player, literally like without even changing anything. Let's do this thing, huh? Let's judge, and not judge in a way that it's going to be rude, but judge to help, you know, improve. All right, I mean, this is fine here. Grab the big boost. You don't have to jump up for this. So he's giving the ball away here, and at the position you're in, jumping up for this is a little bit awkward, especially if you wait until all the way here. Now, you can probably get a decent touch, but more than likely, you're just going to get a touch back there. So if you want to make this, like, since you're already this far up, if you were a little bit farther back, you could jump for this and probably have a good touch. But because you're already this far up and the ball's going right out over you, it's going to be very, very hard to control it. So just fucking turn around, bring the ball back to your corner. You got time, space, you still have 80 boost. You know, you can grab some pads on the way back and you'll be good. But because you rushed it and you rushed the touch, now they have possession. So you want to be thinking about when you're playing the game is trying to get as many touches on the ball as you possibly can, either through dribbling, air dribbling, or flicking over one and being able to recover back to it, or going for a double tap or whatever. But the more you can influence the ball and change the direction of the ball and the momentum of the ball, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to actually like make a play on the ball or challenge the ball or get possession. And if they don't have possession and you have possession, they can't score unless you own goal. But let's not do that. So like right there, the touch is only bad because it gives the ball away, and now they have possession again. They have a chance on their net. Now, granted, he has the worst shot of all fucking time. You get a free clear, but yeah, that's fine. Also right here, like, you can take your time with hitting this. Now, hitting it to the corner is fine. The corner is a very safe place to go, but he's going to be able to turn right back around on it and hit the ball again. That's a good idea. So right here, this is a good like idea. Go up the wall, turn on the ball, and then go for a challenge here once it's super far away from him. This is a good play. You just made a mechanical mistake. You just flipped a little bit too late. Yeah, but I mean, that's a good idea. It's a good idea to jump off the wall there and challenge the ball. You just made a mechanical mistake. And I don't coach on mechanical mistakes. You know, you had the right idea and you had the right play in mind. You just messed up a little bit, which is fine. But it was a good play to go for. Okay, this is fine again. I mean, I would recommend jumping at it right here before he even gets the chance to go for a double tap. Because if you keep on waiting, then you might not be able to challenge the ball. He might beat you to it. But once you realize that he can't hit it anymore, again, try to get a soft touch. By touching the ball this far away from you, he's going to be able to touch it. And, I mean, he fucking misses, so whatever. But, you know, you did give him the opportunity to challenge that, which is no good. All right, well, the ball goes out to mid. I like your patience. I will say that, because I don't know what rank this is, but whatever rank it is, people do not know what they're fucking doing with the ball. So just having patience is really good. Nice. Good challenge. Good follow-up on the ball as well. So going up for the ball here and challenging and putting pressure on them is really good. You don't want to give them too much space or time. And because you're the one with low boost, it's a lot easier, or it's a lot better for you to drive up and force the challenge, because then if you see right here, you get the challenge and the ball goes away from you. You don't necessarily win the challenge, but it goes back to your teammate who should have full boost. So it's a good idea to challenge it there and force it back to your teammate. So now he's going to be able to make a better play on the ball than you could have. Now, granted, whatever the hell rank this is, you guys do not have aerial control yet. So this dude just hits the ball backwards, but it's all good. You know what? It happens. It was a good play though. Okay, I'll say that. It was a good play. All right, he hits it over. Very nice. Oh, it's tough. Unless you're confident in your read here, honestly, I wouldn't even jump. But if you do jump, get ready to land on the backboard. The way you jumped there kind of forced you to lose all momentum, so now you can't even go up for the ball anymore. But you did get the bump, and your teammate got the follow. That's actually not bad. That's not a bad play. I don't know if you bumping this guy was intentional or not, but either way, like, he's pretty much the only person that can save this, besides his teammate that's behind him. But his teammate that's behind him bumped you into bumping him. It's a good idea to go for the bump there, though. Like, if you don't have any other way to impact the play other than taking out an opponent or stealing their big boost or just generally getting in their way, bumping is always a good option. You just need to be careful to make sure that you don't commit yourself so hard for the bump that you leave your teammate in a 1v2 situation. Let's analyze the kickoff. cheating up, which is good. A lot of people don't cheat up at lower ranks, you know, like anything below Grand Champ. Yeah, a lot of people don't cheat up until you get to like Grand Champ, but cheating up is super huge. Because like right here, like you can now decide whether or not to go for the ball, and you have 50 boost, you know? So it's good to cheat up. I tell everybody that I coach to always do that. You're gonna give yourself a lot more scoring opportunities and put yourself in a lot better spots for defense if you do cheat up on the kickoff. Because you can start shadow defending immediately if you need to go on defense, and you can start the offensive attack immediately if you need to go on offense. All right, teammates going up for it. Good of you to just wait back post here. You know, you don't really know what's happening. You don't know if your teammate's gonna hit it, you know, mid or just miss the ball entirely. So it's good for you to stay back post and put yourself in a scenario where you can kind of defend any shot that gets through, maybe. All right. I mean, this is, again, fine. I like your positioning on defense here on the back post. When you have your teammate in front of you going for the ball, let him go for it and just sit back post, because his job here is to dispossess the opponents and have the ball pop out somewhere where you can go for it. So if you're sitting back post, I mean, unless they like slot some sort of crazy fucking banger shot near post, you're gonna be able to save everything. Whereas if you get near post and the ball pops up behind you, it's gonna be a lot harder to save that. Ah, I missed the ball there, but your teammate was somehow back. Again, this is just like a mechanical mistake. This is the right play. Going for the ball here is the right play, but you just make a mechanical mistake of not speed flipping not speed flipping, but not double jumping, and you also miss the fucking ball. But either way, this is just a mechanical mistake. All right. See, again, like I like this positioning here. You're not on your teammate's ass or anything like that, right? You're not so far away from him that if the ball gets 50'd, you can't get it, but you're also not close enough to him where, you know, like the ball can just pop over you. Because as second man, you always want to be covering like all options where it could go to the net. And with him right here, especially at the rank you're at, he could very easily mess up the dribble, get 50, and have the ball pop over you. So you want to be following close enough so that if he gets a good 50, you can follow it up, but you want to be far enough away that if the ball pops up, you're not going to be screwed over. So this is a really good distance to follow him from. And now granted, I don't know why the hell he's cutting it in like that, but you put yourself in a really good spot there, which is why you were able to follow it up and get the touch upfield. All right, you can control this. Oh, wait, shit, he's mechie. Whoo! Damn! You said this was Diamond 3? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. If I was Diamond 3, I'd be pissed. That was my very first? Oh, so that's why you sent in the replay? Either way, no, that was a nice shot, Jason. Shot? Bang! Dude! Nice! Alright, yeah, I mean, again, this is obviously just a mechanical mistake. You're in the right spot here. You're positioning yourself properly. You were ready for the pass. When the pass didn't come through, it's alright. And then he gets a fucked up clear, and you're still in the right spot to shoot it. You just kind of, you know, that didn't go in between the post and under the crossbar. That's alright. That's alright, man. You'll get there. Open nets are hard. Open nets are hard, man. It's all good. Alright, you can get back here. Nice. Ball pops out. Do you control this? Oh, I like that first touch. Ah, that's all right. First touch could have been a little bit softer, but I like the fact that you're not just banging the ball away. A lot of people in this situation are like, oh my God, only one person in the net. I have to shoot it. But like shooting from midfield, the ball's not going to go in. Okay, so good touch. Ball gets a little bit too far. Like the touch was good, but it's a good idea. It's just a little bit too far away. If you ask me, no, don't on goal, please. Okay, we're good. Good demo there. Because the only way you can really stop this play is by getting the demo. Otherwise, he might be able to like shoot the ball right after that. So good boost grab here. Kind of got like, I don't even know how that bumped you, but good boost grab. I mean, you could probably flip to the boost here to get it a little bit faster, but not a bad play either. Just get the other boost. Ah, okay, small mistake. I would get the boost. I would get the other boost here because you know that he just like bumped you, so he's gonna be kind of awkward. But if you're able to take the boost there from him, it's gonna take him a lot longer to actually get back on the play. Open net. Ah, it's gonna take him a lot longer to actually get back on defense. Always, if you get the opportunity to get like a boost steal for free or something like that, it's always a good idea to go for. You know, as long as you're not like overcommitting yourself and as long as the ball's not going into your net immediately. This is not a bad shot to go for. You just got to be a little faster. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think you just went out for this aerial a little bit inefficiently. Like, 27 boost, you can definitely get up there, especially if you grabbed the pad that was back to your left. That could have been good as well. But either way, you still get the shot off, just goes a little bit too high. I would say also, like, this is a big thing too, is that you should be trying to grab pads all the time. So you grab that one pad there, right? But then you immediately use the boost anyways. And then you flip around that pad, you miss that pad, and you get one pad. So you could have been on like 40 boost right now if you had picked up the other two that you missed. And you're just, again, you're just waiting back here. You see that your teammate's committed, so you don't go in immediately. This is good. You want to wait until he's recovered to actually make a challenge and try to just stall time for him. That's good defense right there. It's fine. Okay. Nice. Again, this is fine here. I mean, it's not like the best touch here. You could have kept it a little bit closer. But again, this is like a mechanical mistake. I think you were trying to keep it close, but you just didn't have the mechanical ability to, which is fine. And then you just position yourself behind him. Obviously, you're up 2. You don't really need to be positioned too aggressively. And I actually like this as well. You recognize that Spills was coming in for the challenge, and so because of that, you started to turn back a little bit. I think it's good to anticipate like him getting dunked, right? Especially when you're in the lead, you can play defensively. You don't have to be all in, you know what I mean? So I think that's very smart of you. All right, go up for this. That's fine. Getting the touch up there too, because Spills is taking a challenge. That's good, because you're not even committing yourself, but you just pop the ball up without even jumping, which is good. And then he's forced to go for it. Goal. Ah, man, you gotta use your flip on the shot there. Gotta use your flip on the shot there. All good though. I mean, not a bad game overall. I would say just mechanically, you want to practice like getting soft touches and controlling the ball a little bit more. For boost pads, try to drive over the boost pads. If you want to practice that, you know, make sure to go into free play and just turn off unlimited boost and then just drive around. Just go on standard boost and then just drive around the field and try to just pick up a bunch of boost pads. Like the more you're able to practice these kind of like turns and stuff like that, and you know, just finding where the boost pad lines are like here, the better you're going to be at getting boost. Okay, we're back. Katrina, you gotta be flipping on the kickoffs. Even if it's just a front flip, right? I know you know how to front flip. You can do it. Front flip, like as soon as you hit this boost pad right here, just hit a little front flip real quick, all right? It's gonna make it so that you get to the ball faster and you're gonna save a little bit of boost. But yeah, flip on the kickoff. And then also what I would recommend for everybody on the kickoff is try to hit the ball as central as possible. You actually do a pretty good job at this, but he just kind of beats you to the kickoff, which is why you lose it. But it's all right because it goes back to your teammate. So no big deal. Grab a couple pads here, get a little double jump. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Only way this really could have been avoided is if instead of driving like back straight here, if you grab like this pad and then this pad, and then you're like on this pad when he hits it up like here, you can just go up for it immediately. So you can beat him to the ball. But because you only had 12 boost, it was very difficult, the spot you put yourself in. So that's why he was able to just beat you over the top. It's kind of tough, like learning how to grab a bunch of pads, especially when you don't have a lot of boost to begin with. So something like off the kickoff is very tough. That's fine. Whew, I like that. I like the confidence. You can score that. Oh, close, close. Good idea, though. I mean, you had the right idea. You went up the wall. You got the dunk on him. You can just play patient here. Yeah, just wait for that. I mean, he's not scoring that. Nice. Get it up the field. Try to accelerate the play fast while he's still recovering. Oh, cook him. Woo! Damn. Damn. I like that. I like that a lot. So one thing you did really well here is that you recognize that this dude is committing for the play. And so as soon as you recognize he's committing for the play, you want to accelerate the ball up the field as fast as possible so that you can get a 1v1 or a 1v2 against the guy in net, right? So you do a pretty good job of that, and then you get it around him, and then you just cook that guy in net. That's beautiful. I'm assuming you don't flip on the kickoff? Yeah. Just start practicing it. Nice. This is a fine play here as well. I mean, he doesn't really have any threats, so you don't really need to commit for anything, and then your teammate just comes in and takes it off you, which is fine. Okay, this is good. Yeah, just wait for that. I mean, you got two options here. Either you can go up for this immediately, or don't go for it at all. And once it gets to this point, just don't go for it at all, because he's gonna beat. I remember my teammate being suck, I think, unless this is the wrong replay. Well, yeah, so I'm gonna coach like just what you can improve. I'll point out when your teammate does some fucking stupid shit, but I'm just gonna try to focus on like what you can improve here, you know? Yeah, this is good here as well. You have to use the boost to get back, but you probably don't have to pre-jump this, right? If you look at where his car is and how much momentum he has, he's coming at the ball sideways. So no matter where he shoots it, unless he gets a perfect shot, you do not need to pre-jump this, right? You can go sort of grab this pad and then just go towards the post. And if you drive left towards the near post here and you don't jump at all, then you're gonna know that this ball isn't going in, and you'll have a lot more time to like control the ball. Either way, good of you to grab the boost. That's a good boost steal. It makes it harder for him to stay in the play. You guys got a lot of time here. No need to rush. Perfect. I'd be a little bit more careful here. You're kind of playing hoping that your teammate's gonna 50 it out forward and towards the mid, but you're in Diamond. You're in Grand Champ 3, excuse me. So you can't really trust them to 50 the ball perfectly every time. So I would say just stay a little bit farther back. And then when that ball gets hit like that, good job to turn around. Staying a little bit farther back is just more of a caution thing. He definitely should have been able to hit the ball here. I don't know how the hell he missed that, but also at the same time, if you want to be careful, you can hit the ball there and then start turning around immediately. I think right here, if you held drift, your car actually would have been already turned around towards the net. So if you hold drift, you can turn a lot faster. And I would always recommend, like, as a first instinct, turning towards the net rather than away from it. Because right here, I never hold drift ever. You gotta do that. Holding drift, and not even holding it, but like, even if you just tap it, if you tap drift as you're turning, makes you turn a lot faster. Just makes you a faster player in general. And I would also say, like, right here, you started to turn towards the side because you expected the 50. That's all right, but like I said, you're in diamond. Can't really trust your teammates, right? So I would always say that as a first instinct, try to turn towards the net, especially when the ball is this close to your net. Whether or not you would have actually been able to catch up to it, who knows? You know, at these lower ranks, which is crazy because this is like top 50%, I think. But at these ranks, you really just have to play to minimize the impact of your teammates' mistakes. That's a good save. So hard because some teammates are so good and some are so bad. Yeah, I mean, I think it's better to just err on the side of caution. Just expect everybody to suck, basically. Play Rocket League like you are the best player in the lobby. That is the best advice I can give to anybody. Play it like you're the best player in the lobby and like everybody else sucks and doesn't know how to hit the ball. All right, because if you do that, one, you're gonna play it with a lot more confidence. And two, you're gonna expect your teammate to just fuck up all the time. And by doing that, you're gonna make it a lot more safe for yourself. For that, I will try to have the ball the whole time and not rotate or use teammate. I mean, no, not necessarily. It's just, well, I mean, if you can have the ball the whole time and just score every time you touch it, yeah, fucking do that. But it's more of just like, expect your teammates to make mistakes and err on the side of caution. This is good. See, like right here, this is good positioning. You know, you're waiting for your teammate to go up for the ball. He's forcing it. Nice. Follow this up. This is tricky just because you don't know whether or not he's gonna shoot it. I think he definitely should have shot it, but yeah, this is very tricky. I would say to just wait, like probably back here, because if you go up for this with your teammate like you are right now and it does get 50'd out like this, now you're gonna have to turn around. You're very, very awkward, right? And you'll probably still be able to maybe save the shot that's coming in now, or just no shot, right? Because diamond, but that's still fine. I mean, that's given how far pushed up you were, this is like pretty much the best scenario. You know, you just turn around, get back, even look for a demo. Like if you can demo this guy, then the pressure's off completely. So try to also, before you flip anywhere, turn off ball cam. You want to have awareness of like what the field looks like when you are flipping towards it. So that way you can decide like whether or not you're going to go for a demo, whether or not you're going to have to go for the ball, whether or not he's going to have a shot immediately that you need to go in and save. You know what I mean? So that's another good just piece of advice, is that will help with like awareness and just knowing what you're getting yourself into. It's a good dribble around one. Oh, cook him up. That's all right. It's a good dribble around that guy. I mean, you can afford to be a little bit more patient here because you see him, right? As long as you can see his car and you know that he's not close, you can be a little bit more patient. So this is a situation where you probably could have controlled the ball on your car just for half a second longer, and that would have really like put a lot of more pressure on him. And so the shot would have been more deadly. Either way, it's a good shot. It gets pressure on the net, and I actually really like how you're turning in here rather than going back for boost. A lot of people in this situation just go straight back for the big boost, but you have 60 boost here and you guys have pressure on the net. So it's really good of you to stay in. Here, this is tricky. This is a very tricky spot. I would probably recommend trying to get the corner boost because you know that this guy's gonna have low boost. So if you grab the corner boost from him, no matter where he hits it, you're probably gonna be able to get back in time and your teammate's probably gonna be able to get back. But now that they have the full boost and you committed yourself in the corner, now they have like an offensive play on your net. Okay, this is fine. Nice, you don't even have to jump for this, to be honest. You can let it go across. That dude's so far away, there is no way he's beating you to the ball. So if you just turn with the ball here and stay under it, even if he challenges the ball, you're just gonna be able to double jump and get it around him. Try to recognize like when you're playing, when you have more space than maybe you would expect or realize, right? So for example, like right here, touching the ball here is fine. He backs off anyways, and now he's going, right? So that's a good touch over. That's good to recognize that you had to touch it there. But also at the same time, if you just turned around with it, you could have started to get a dribble. You could have, you know, you just have a lot more options if you're just a little bit more patient there. But either way, it works out. You get a good clear towards the mid. You make one of them commit. Going back for a big boost here is all right. You don't really know whether or not your teammate's gonna get the touch or miss it entirely. And this is kind of what I'm talking about with the whole, you know, play based off of minimizing the impact of your teammate's mistakes, right? Going back for boost here is fine, right? Personally, me, I would probably turn around because I would expect Steez to get a good 50 and I would expect to be able to follow it. But going back here isn't a bad idea, right? It's not a bad idea at all because he could easily have gotten just like completely dunked there and then it would just be in your net. I'd be very careful going for this. I mean, both of them are a lot closer than you are. So in this situation, I would probably just boost up like this and then turn around right here. Your only objective when you're in a 1v2 situation should be buying time for your teammate to get back on defense. So in a situation like this, like they're both gonna be able to beat you to the ball. Either one of them is gonna be able to touch it, and they know that you're approaching the ball, so they're gonna be able to hit it over you. So when you're beat to the ball, just turn around and just make them think, make them sweat. Either way, they give the ball away. I don't know why recitable is just going away when they're in a 2v1, but oh my God. All right. See, this is another situation. You got a lot of time here. You don't have to hit this. You know what I mean? You see that that guy's far away. You can just take your time. Nobody's gonna be shooting the ball in your net like immediately, and you don't really have to clear it out. Like all clearing this out does is give him an opportunity to hit the ball. I mean, he backs off anyways. Like, I feel shitty because a lot of the advice I'm giving, I feel like I say something and then immediately I'm just proven wrong. Even still, right? Even though that didn't result in giving away possession, it could have if they played the right scenario. Try to recognize more when you have time and when you can just like dribble the ball. I know you're good at dribbling. I've seen you in free play just carry the ball for minutes on end. Okay, let's focus on this. All right, this is a good example of you have a lot of time here, right? So you have what, like 26 boosts right here? Whatever, right? He's not going for the ball. So rather than using your boost here, you can just drive up to this boost and this boost pad, and then you can have 40 boost before ever even going up for the ball. So this was less of a problem with you not having any boost, but more of a problem with you not picking up boost pads. Yeah, so if you picked up this 12 boost pad, and then maybe you picked up the other boost pad that was right next to it, then you can use your boost, and you can probably shoot the ball on net if you take it from that angle. Now, unfortunately, you kind of rushed yourself, and then ended up going up with 0 boost and not being able to adjust yourself and just slightly missing. So that was unlucky, and then your teammate just gets a bad clear there. It's kind of a tough situation, though. I would say this goal probably stems from just like you not grabbing a boost pad. It's as simple as that, but something as small as not grabbing a boost pad can lead to the goal. Not to say your teammate didn't fuck up there. You know, he should have had a better clear out towards the corner. But, you know, I think it's important to recognize when you put your teammate in situations which might not be favorable to them. So it's not always fair to say, my teammate was shit. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you make the shit plays. Yeah, this is fine. You don't have to be sitting this far back. All right, so when you're positioning yourself, you should be thinking, especially as second man, you should be thinking, what's the worst possible thing that can happen with the ball, and am I prepared for that? So right here, the worst possible thing that can happen with this ball is basically just they get the ball over Steez, right? So you don't have to be that far back. Okay, just play patient here. Nice, that's good. Let your teammate go before you, that's fine. Turn on this, nice. Nice. That's a good turn. That's a good rotation right there. You waited for your teammate to force the ball over, right? He forced them to be dispossessed. You turn on the ball here. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that play at all. Yeah, that's fine. Good jump. The only thing, like here, this is a small, like recovery thing. Try to use a little bit of air roll. Next time you challenge, like going towards the wall, try to use a little bit of air roll to land on your wheels. It's just gonna help you recover a lot faster. Oh! Ooh, wow. I use free air roll. Unbind free air roll, bind both directional air rolls. That's what I do. Yeah, okay, so this one really isn't on you. This one, I'll say, this one's probably not your fault. Yeah, that's kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't really think there's anything you could have done there. Okay. That's not bad. Oh, this is another thing too. So when you're hitting the ball, you want to try to strike it like literally directly through the center, right? On this kickoff, you jump a little bit too late, so you kind of strike it like down here, whereas you want to be striking it like up here. You want to just strike through the dead center of the ball. And you can practice this. There's like training packs where it'll just put you on the kickoff spawn. You can do it, or you can just go into free play and just practice going for the kickoff over and over and over again. But you wanted to just be striking the ball through the dead center. Oh, your teammate gave up after own goaling? What the hell? Oh, man. Katrina, overall, use the Dominus. Stop using the Fennec. Ugly ass fucking car, right? Second of all, pick up more boost pads. Try to figure out how to focus on picking up more boost pads. The best way to do that is go into free play and literally just tape down boost and try to learn, like, you know, just following the movement of the boost pads. That's gonna teach you like the different lines and the different paths that you can follow to get boost. And it's also gonna teach you like how to even use drift to turn a little bit faster. Also, I would say be careful of what your teammates are doing and try to hold on to 100 boost for as long as you can.